I went for Yves Bissouma. I think that he had a poor season last year, barring, the opening 10 games. I think him and Maddison definitely flattered to deceive last season. So I think you can probably say they had somewhat of a flop of a season, both of them, especially compared to the way they started it. And I feel like after this season, Ange is probably going to realise that we need a monster six to come in, and I think we'll get that next summer. I think this is probably going to be Bissouma's last year at the club, in my opinion. And I feel like, that's going to be the feeling. We need better than Bissouma. So he's going to be my flop of the season.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. I know that when he's on form, we know how good he can be. I actually think in pre-season he's been pretty good. But, he's had a few incidences, outside of football. And he also is lacking consistency as well. Did struggle a bit in the last game against Bayern. So maybe, but we'll have to wait and see.
The problem for me with Bissouma, he can have even in his bad run from after the first 10 games, he did have some good performances, sprinkled in there. But there's been, in terms of since he's joined Spurs, there's been no sort of consistency apart from the early part of last season at all in the past 2 years. And you got to say, when we signed him to what we thought he was going to be, he hasn't lived up to that reputation. For 2 years he's been here now, so he needs to massively improve, particularly on a consistent basis. Massively.
I think he just needs consistency. That's the main thing.